All right, and we're live. Hey, everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, just sitting here drinking my morning coffee. Talking to you lovely people. Let's see what we have going on here. Make sure the sound is good. Yeah, sound is good. All right. So we'll see who all we get in here this morning. These are some days they get lively, some days they don't. It is very cold. I'm going to try to train with my door open today. It's going to be back and bicep day. I think today I want to do a little more lat work than I've been doing. I don't want to quite cut as low as I did. But I think for arms, I want to so I'm going to do the same lifts, obviously I always do, but I feel like I almost need that 12 sets for my lats wouldn't be a bad idea. And then afterwards, obviously biceps. I think I want to focus a lot. I've been doing the alternating dumbbell curls. I like those a lot. I do feel like maybe today, maybe for a phase, taking the straight bar curls out and replacing them back with the preacher curls again. All right. Especially with that easy bar, that closed grip on the easy bar for the preacher curls. I get a really good burn from that. So I feel like that can be my 1-2 combination, that with the alternating dumbbell curls. I really have liked those dumbbell curls. Like I get a good burn on those. Plus, I like because I can rotate the bicep through all of its functions. Right, we can do the full supination and pronation and everything. So again, we get some good forearm and starting that hammer position. So we can actually work all the functions of the bicep. And then the preacher curl, I can just really isolate the hell out of it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's what we're going to do today. Hoping this temperature won't just destroy my workout because it's freezing out there. And I don't want to train covered up, but it doesn't matter. It's like I'm cold either way. Covering up doesn't really help. One time I did it was really some of those days, like with the deadlifts, because just squeezing the bar. But it was colder then than today. I don't know where this cold front came out of. It's Texas weather, man. People say, what's the weather like in Texas? And it's like, well, wait 3 days, it'll change 50 degrees. Like if you don't like sweltering heat in the winter, then give it a little while and it'll freeze. It'll freeze next week, and then it'll be back to temperatures like the Sahara Desert the week after. That sums it up. We have a very bipolar weather here. The way to describe it. And then the other half of the year is just super hot all the time. At least in my part of Texas. I don't know about the others. Some of it's too far away to travel to. It's like drive 15 hours straight in your car without stopping to pee and still be in the state. So, we don't really care what happens on the other half over there. All right. So far we've had nobody chime in. There's people watching. I think what I have to remind guys of, people are like, you're begging for likes. No, I'm not begging for likes. If people don't click the like, the notifications don't go out. So it doesn't get into people's feed. Like people are like, I didn't get it in my feed. It's like, because no one engaged. All right, nobody engaged. So that's kind of part of what has to happen. So I'll run this just a little bit till we start filling up. There's enough people. I'm surprised there's no comments yet. There we go. People watching. Let's get some questions here, guys. Otherwise, I'm going to get up and leave and lose viewers. So I'm going to fill my coffee up. I'm going to drink my coffee instead of talking to you guys. And I don't know how the cardio is going to go today in this cold. We'll see. I'll probably end up doing a little bit. But it'll be in my hoodie, I think. All right, it'll be in the hoodie. So this may not be a very lively breakfast chat. I keep saying that I'm only 4 minutes in. I'm used to sometimes, though, as soon as I load one, I've got people in instantly. All right, there's people instantly jumping on it and making comments. And, there's nobody else in here yet. So what I might do is just get up and go refill my coffee and come back. Give it time to hit people's feeds. I know people will get bored and leave, but it won't matter because those people aren't going to stay anyways. So All right. Yeah, everybody leaves when you do that. So this might be no one in this chat. Might be zero person chat. I wonder if there's a way I can tab out and wait till someone comments, because I hate looking at the screen waiting for questions if no one's going to be in here for a bit. So there we go. How do I don't. Greasy Canadian. I have no desire whatsoever to take HCG. Generally with an AI. I know everyone's like, but Jason, you say AIs are dangerous and bad. Yeah, but if you're under HCG, you don't have a choice usually. You usually need an aromatase inhibitor. So, Greasy, my question becomes, why are you taking HCG? So, are you trying to get your wife pregnant? So my advice would be, do the HCG the 3 or 4 months to get the sperm count up. Control your estrogen with the AI. Once your wife is pregnant, once you get those blue lines, get off that crap immediately, because it doesn't matter. Like, you don't need to have your function up while you're taking your test and other stuff. So get off of it. The second she pees on that stick and it comes back pregnant, get back off that crap. And then you can come off the AI too. Like, the only reason to take HCG is specifically when you were trying to get someone pregnant. Manners Beat, I'm just on TRT right now. But I mean, I'm 217, reasonably lean at 48 years old. Do your own math. What would go plug the numbers in and see what every expert who discusses this stuff scientifically would tell you. It shouldn't be difficult to do the numbers. Can you do low dose HCG? Greasy. Yeah, in theory, but we're coming back over to, so you're trying to basically boost your test way up there. And so then, are you doing it for the test, or are you doing it to get your wife pregnant? Right? Does John Cena give us specific numbers? I don't know, man, because I've always been open in the past about what I'm on. So if I've been very open when you guys had asked me before that I am on X and Y at X and Y milligrams, why would you doubt me when I tell you I'm just on a cruise on TRT? I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Greasy, well, also, what did your doctor say about all that? So, so when I've told you I was on test and Primo before, and then I tell you I'm doing just TRT for my health for a while, which I do like at least 6 months. Why do we doubt this? I mean, you're free to doubt it, but okay. But John Cena is also a celebrity who lies about. They all have to lie about that stuff. That's a whole different topic. I have no benefit to lying about it, because I don't claim natural anyways. So be realistic. Is HCG? No, HCG, Charlie. HCG is for when you are specifically trying to. Yeah, you're going. Yeah. We don't put up with that sort of trolling, guys. You can troll, but don't come in and question stuff like that. That's you're crazy and you're out of here. That is unacceptable. You don't accuse abuse survivors of lying when it's publicly known that they're not. Get out. Doctors who prescribed me tests had to go underground. Oh. All right, guys, I am not going to use my live stream to break down a fertility profile for you because that's giving serious medical advice, and that is outside the scope of my channel. Fair? Maybe I could discuss it with you in a paid consultation. I do $100 an hour for specific gear advice. I'm not doing that live, homie. Now, if you want specific gear advice to your situation, you want me to look at your blood work, you want all that stuff, I do probably one of these every week. Hit me up on Facebook, send me a message. We'll get a video call. They're $100 for an hour of my time, and we'll go over it. Okay. All right. So I can go through a lot of that stuff and we can break it down, but I'm not doing that in a public live stream. I'm not doing it. That is private paid consultation. All right. So hit me up there. Also, the rest of you hit me up in there also. Like, follow my Facebook if you haven't yet. And the same with my Instagram. For those of you who don't follow my Instagram, I don't know why my Instagram is so hard to keep a link. I need to do a better job of that. Instagram. I don't know how to get it. I need to just save a copy over. Why my channel is like this? Why is it doing this? There should be something under all my videos. Oh, there we go. I need to just save a quick link for these chats. So I'm going to do that now before I forget. Because this happens every time when I want to link it. Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Janoy. All right. Also follow me on Instagram if you guys aren't, by the way. All right. Matt says the only celebs I know who admitted use are Arnold, Stallone, Dolphin, Charlie Sheen in shape. Yeah. I mean, it's such a weird thing, isn't it? All these guys who we know for a fact. I mean, there's no remote possibility John Cena doesn't use plenty of gear. It's just not imaginable. All right. Just ridiculous. But people have been sold a lie, haven't they? All right. They've been sold a lie. Maybe I need to call John Cena out. What do you guys think? The natty or not today? Just the ludicrousness of his overall physique and claiming only TRT. Unless he's going to say I used a ton of gear for years and I'm now just cruising on it with a little growth hormone. Now, maybe possible. That's believable. Because guys who continue to train, they'll keep a lot of the myofibrillar growth and the muscle fiber nuclei count from the gear. They'll keep that when they go on TRT. As long as they don't let their levels crater, they stay on a hefty TRT dose. They'll keep that. They'll lose the fake muscle. They'll lose the swelling, though. All right. So anything that they had that was just water retention and glycogen storage, that goes away. Right. That's why tren, particularly guys on tren, they shrink up so quick. Right. It's all that intramuscular water they lose. I didn't like Chris Hemsworth starting fitness after he did the Thor workout, like $30 a month. It doesn't say he also took steroids to get his results, right? And how do we know that's what he did? Also, why are we following someone's specific workout that they used? That's also silly. Your workouts should be tailored towards where you are right now. I think people forget that. Workout should be tailored towards your current work capacity, fatigue management, strength level, and goals. Guys who maintain fullness and get the shrink arc clip is evident. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Any guy, when they get down really ripped, if they're not stringy, 100% on gear. All true naturals are stringy when they get ripped. They're stringy looking. They do not have round, full muscles. Even if they've had some decent size, they do not have the full look ever. You don't have that at 6% body fat. So good point there, Joe. All right. So yeah. So always a giveaway. I am waiting for this cold front to be over. Again, notice I don't even have veins this morning. That's how cold it is. I'm completely unveining. And last night everyone's like, dude, you got birds popping all over where I'm like, it was warmer. All right. So hopefully this workout goes good. I'm gonna get it done though. Do some heavy weighted chins. Get all my curls in. That's why Burkham up till 2015 or so always seemed natural to me, because he was stringy. Or he used non-bloat stacks. Right? Right? Burkham always kind of had that Maserati look to me back then. Then when he went on the trend, he started tearing stuff. He got fuller and started tearing muscles. That's trend. What do you think of science-based lifting? I think, what's wrong with science-based? But here's the problem, Monkey, that these guys, half their stuff isn't really science-based, is it? Right? How much of when you see people say stuff isn't actually science-based? Because what you also have to keep in mind, the exercise science is actually not a very good science right now. It's considered a lower tier science. It doesn't have good funding, doesn't have the best studies. And then we have schools of thought that are selling programming. So here's where we run into the problems. You know, we have guys like Schoenfeld's Circle. He is selling books and programs. All his research and all the people who follow his giant circles, and they have to get grant permission through him, they have to kind of agree with his stuff, and their studies need to. The whole other circles of hypertrophy studies show very, very different results from what his circle does. And many of them argue that even what they do show in those studies is actually just muscle swelling. It's inflammation. It's not true muscle growth. You know, basing that on MRIs and stuff. So here's your problem. A lot of these science-based guys are following a religion based around a set of researchers who are selling specific books and programs that have dominated that part of the industry and the community. Because exercise science as it pertains to hypertrophy is a tiny world. Not many people want to do it. There's no money in it. There's no glory in it, unless they're selling books separately. So it's not really science-based, is it? Right? Especially when they're pulling away from mechanical tension being a driver of hypertrophy. Because when we look at the other schools of thought, they'll tell you, yeah, dude, if you can do 315 bench for 10 reps, you're going to get big pecs. And every bodybuilder knows this. But that's the other side of the science base. Ooh, man. Who do you think will kick the bucket first, Sam Sulek or Eric Kanevsky? Eric. I don't know if Eric backed down his doses, though. Problem is, Eric started using too much drugs when he was like 16. And we know, because as I've told you guys, that he gets pissed about this. When Eric was in high school, he used to come into our gear groups on Facebook under his real name as a skinny kid talking about his drug stacks, and we all gave him a hard time about it. So when I think of Eric, people have to remember my history with Eric. Eric is not a grown man to me because I'm old and I forget. Eric isn't a skinny 16-year-old kid using 3 grams of gear and having us to scold him and tell him stop doing this stupid stuff. Because that's what we all told him. And he knows all this is true. I still had some screenshots at one time I put up, and he got pissed. Like, dude, these were the conversations you had in our private steroid groups under your real name on your real Facebook. And we're telling you, you stupid kid, get off of all this gear. You're going to hurt yourself. You shouldn't be on anything at your age, let alone 3 grams. Okay. And then he did all that insulin. Now, if he's back down, he may outlive Sam because Sam is going to go harder now that he's competing. I remember when you tore Ken Body to shreds over his 405 max deadlift. Yeah. I mean, dude, you're going to claim to be strong and you're going to look like that. You deadlift 405. This is a problem. I mean, context. I'm 48 years old. I did 555 for a triple on camera yesterday with chalk and a belt and some skimpy little shorts on, so not a whole lot of help there. Just saying, bros. So this young jacked guy on plenty of gear, plenty of bar and stuff, he likes bar. You tell me he's struggling with a 405 deadlift? All right. Realistically, who's going to train 52 sets of muscle like Schoenfeld in it? Yeah, that's insane. Like even me, you know, I'm sitting here going, yeah, I think today I need to do 12 full sets for my lats. That feels like a lot. Like, how hard are you guys training? Like, for me, doing 12 sets for lats is brutal. And you guys see what my back looks like. Like, that's for me the high end. That's if I want to push the absolute volume limits, let's do 12 sets. So it's ridiculous. 52 sets of muscle. I mean, were you doing 5-pound dumbbells? Jason Beaver consider do Bulgarian split squats. I do prescribe them to clients. I don't do them because I have other machines. A lot of my clients who don't have any leg machines, we do split squats or lunges, actually. Monkey Man, Jason, for weighted chin-ups, is it okay for our form to degrade slightly if it means we can progress? Yes, but you do need to clean it up. Right? You need to clean it up. I don't know what you should do. My mom, I don't know what to do about your home gym. I mean, you probably are just trolling. I don't know. Talk to your insurance company. Talk to friends, family. I can't help you. Jason, for weighted chin-ups, is it okay for our form to degrade slightly if it means we can progress? So how? I mean, are you talking about a slightly degraded thing? You know, yeah, a minor is perfectly fine. But again, work on cleaning it back up. Peppermint, Coach, you have clients across a wide range of time zones, to put it mildly. So Peppermint, I have East Coast in the U.S. I have West Coast in the U.S. I have Germany. I have the Netherlands. I have England. I have Singapore. I got one in Singapore right now. He's a former client. He just came back the start of the month. And then I have one in Australia at the moment. I'm going to say that's a pretty wide range of time zones, right? Since we have every time zone in the U.S., London, Netherlands, Germany, Singapore, Australia. It's not because I don't have enough clients, Peppermint. I only have 20 clients right now. That I need way more. I got slots open, put in an applicant. Peppermint, speaking of clients, yeah, I only have 20 clients right now. That's scary. That's why I keep advertising and saying, hey guys, I got slots open. I got 20 right now. And that's insane, right? That's insane that it's only 20. So I better start doing some drama to get more views of this channel to get more clients back in. All right. I got taxes to pay. Like I literally need more clients so I can pay my taxes. All right. So, you know, but yeah, it is around the clock because I have to check messages different times. I mean, you don't get days off when you do virtual coaching. I don't ever take a day off. But I mean, I don't have to always interact with them real time. Sometimes their questions can sit for 8 hours while I sleep and I can wake up and look at it. Not a big deal. And I have some clients. So it isn't the amount of work you think it is for some people. I have clients who message me who work out 5 days a week. They send me 10 work sets out of those 5 days. They got a lot of questions. And I have others who I literally have to pry them to ask them how many reps they got on their bench press. Like I literally have to beg for them to send me a workout clip or to send me anything other than I finished my sheet. But they pay, and that's the thing. I've got one like that now. I'm always like, dude, I really need to see some of your squatting and benching. I need you to tell me how many reps you got with the weight I prescribed. And he's got a habit of doing that. He'll go 6 months and only let me know, hey, I finished the sheet. Can I get a new one? And I'm like, come on, bro. I've had you for 3 years. So, I mean, realistically, that client is 10 minutes of work a month, but I have others who are a lot of work. So those are my extremes. It's my extremes. I mean, I don't like it when the clients do that. I don't mind taking the money, but you know what I mean? No, it's not incorrigible. They feel like a paycheck. So I have one like that now who it's like pulling teeth for me to get him to send me one video a week. And so I just don't. I'm like, hey, can we send some videos? I need you to give me your numbers. And I may get them, I may not. And I give him 2-week blocks at a time. I do one video call a year with him just to touch base, but he keeps paying. He buys 6-month packages. Like he just bought one in December. So you're going to get ones like that. They're not encourageable. It's just they're not really being coached. But I mean, if they're happy with the results, so from a business perspective, that's great. You give me 20 people like that, I'll work an hour for $5,000, you know. But from a business perspective, it's great. But from a coaching perspective, it's like you're not getting the quality that you're paying for when you're doing that, you know. So, is it true the strongest lifters are from Nordic regions of Europe? Joe, how are we defining the strong? Like powerlifting? Not necessarily. You're talking strongman, which then, you know, we start talking deadlifts and stuff. Usually, yeah. Being tall is a huge advantage on the deadlift, by the way. What's your thoughts on Sam Sulek? I'm not going to answer that. I did a whole discussion of Sam yesterday as a live stream. I'm just not going to cloud my breakfast chat with discussion of that. So OMG, go watch my whole live stream from last night with his name in the title. It's here under my videos. You can kind of get, you know, idea what's your max numbers. I don't know. I've hit a 500 low bar squat recently. I've done 455, 4.3 on a high bar recently. I benched 315 for 4 pause reps on Monday. I don't know what my max. I need to get the max up. The goal is 375 this year, though. I want a 550 squat this year, but I've already knocked down 500 easy, so we'll keep working that back up. All right, and that's without sleeves or anything. So I may throw the sleeves on to get the 550 because sleeves are like squatting into pillows. They're such a cheat. Deadlift, yesterday I did 555 for a triple. I could probably pull 600 on a good day right now. So I need to get that back up a little bit. You know. Right? Coach, my calf pain is gone from Sunday. I'll give myself a couple more days, then squatting again. All right. Peppermint, you need some coaching, bro. You need to hit me up. Also, if you guys don't follow my Instagram, you already see the Facebook at the top. Follow me on Instagram there too, guys. Follow my other social media. It's like people ask me stuff like, what do you eat? And I'm like, I show you guys my grocery basket every single time I grocery shop. You just have to follow my other social media. I show a lot of my meals. That's the only thing, you know, people would be like, well, what are your other meals look like? I don't always eat meals. Like I eat one big meal a day, sometimes a second one. I snack. So it literally, I might eat that one big plate And then the rest of the day, I might just sip on milk and eat vegetables and cheese together. Like I'll just slice up cheese and peppers and vegetables and throw them on a plate and snack on it and drink milk with it. I mean, because I only have a 6 to 7 hour feed window because I fast in the mornings. And I usually eat 3,500 to 4,000 calories in that window. So I just kind of graze the whole time. Like I said, I'll do one big meal. I need to cook some meat. I'm out of meat. I haven't cooked it. I need to grab some thighs or drumsticks. I've been burned out on meat. I haven't done any for a couple of days. I need to rotate some back in. So I've been doing just dairy and avocados for my calories, eggs. All right, what else we have going on? Hopefully we get a good pump today. I feel like I look really depleted this morning. All right, no veins, or the cold isn't helping. All right, we look all flat. We look all flat today. Didn't get a good pump. Get some curls in, help all that out. Except my legs are never flat. My legs are always stupid. Right? I don't even need to eat carbs for my legs to stay big. I just have to train them. Here's what I mean for the unaware. All right. The calves. Calves are always on point. I don't even feel like training my calves anymore. I don't think I have to. My cardio and my squats will build my calves. I just quit training them. Like I've been doing 500-pound calf raises. I don't know that my calves even grow anymore from calf work. That pisses off the guys who don't have calves. No, but you guys, your cardio and other stuff should be helping your calves. Like I found sled work. Pushing a sled makes my calves grow more than calf raises did, to be fair. It's why I started doing the partial calf raises where I don't bother about the heel. I just do it flat on the ground with a barbell on my back. Because quite frankly, I found I got the best calf pump and pump from doing sled work, and you're not doing any of those other positions. Hey coach, your leg press calf raises good. They're phenomenal. Like the leg press calf raises are great, especially if you do legs. I do each thing once a week right now, Emma. I was doing more, but I didn't get any benefit from it. I couldn't tell that it helped. So I'm just going to do biceps once. I think I'm going to go back to triceps twice a week. So and this is going to be people, wow, why are you doing that? I think I'm going to replace my whole shoulder day with another chest and tricep day. And just bench and incline and do tricep work, pullovers. Because I really just want my bench to go up, and I feel like if I do it carefully, I can manage the fatigue. So most of my stuff's just still going to get hit once. I feel like I need to specialize in my bench right now. So chest and triceps need to be specialized. So they might get a second day. So then I'll just have my posterior chain deadlift day, squat day, back and bicep day, and then 2 chest and tricep days. So I can bench twice. But I do have to watch the joints. I think I need to take the shoulder work out though. I can't tell that my delts got any bigger than they did from just benching and rowing. You know, we could argue about it. But I think for most people, they'll get away with once of everything just fine. You know, so only something you need to specialize in do I think you need to do twice at this point. And since that's where I need to specialize, that's what will give me the most extra publicity and the most improvement in my look. Just need the chest and triceps to come up. All right. Especially the triceps. Coach, can I develop muscles through swimming, breaststroke specifically? Not really, no. You're going to look like a swimmer. It's not going to build what lifting weights will. So peppermint, in theory, yeah. If you're an untrained person, you will build some chest muscle through the breaststrokes. You'll build some muscle swimming, and it'll stop really quickly. If you lift weights, you'll build way, way, way more. No, then the swimming won't add anything to your muscle. It's too low of a exertion to compare. I like upright rows. I've been doing a lot of them lately, but I'm about to just trim all the shoulder work out. I might try to work overhead press back in at this point. How much do you charge right now? It's $200. Just a little TRT. Right now it's $200. Once those slots fill up, I'm going to go back to $250 a month. Right? You can look at Facebook without actually having a Facebook, but you do need to create a messenger. And I appreciate that my arms look really small today to me. Like they look really flat right now. But I'm going to go do curls in a bit. So it's going to be a back and bicep day. So we'll be good later. But I appreciate the compliment. But just a little. So at least check my Facebook. And you'll see the sticky at the top. It's the last post I did that will show all the info. Because you can view Facebook without having a Facebook. And you'll need to make an account to message me because I do my coaching through Messenger. I prefer to do the video calls with it. That's where I send all the files. Right? You don't have to have an active Facebook to have Messenger. You just have to have a login account. So, do not look small today. Please show off. No, they look tiny today. Look, see, they're flat today. I could tell in the mirror when I woke up. I'm like, man, my arms are not happy. I think I'll let tricep work. They haven't fully bounced back from it. After multiple surgeries, I've been able to squat again with kettlebells and Zercher squats. Are there any other ways to get a stronger squat without putting weight on my back? You're going to have to put weight on your back eventually to get a stronger squat. Why are you doing Zerchers if you've had a back problem? What surgeries did you have? If you had any problem with your back, there's no way in hell I would do a Zercher squat. So, Jim, I mean, honestly, machine squats will help. I have guys who only do 1 to 3 sets of squats a week who've had elite squats. I mean, how many squats do I do? You rarely see me do more than 3 sets at the most for squats. A lot of times I do 1 set and I squat 500 pounds. So I build most of my legs on my machines. Like literally my belt squat machine and leg extension are most of my quad work. Sometimes my sissy squat. Although I do want to work the volume up a little on the back squats. So, you can use machines to do most of it and limit the amount you put on your back, but you are going to have to put a bar on your back eventually to have a big squat, Jim. It's unavoidable. Those Zercher squats, if you had any sort of injury, that's the last thing I would be doing. All right, guys, I'm going to probably wind this down. This is like 38 minutes and there's only 13 people in here. So I think it's time to wind it down. Just a little TRT. Check out the Facebook there and you'll see the stuff for the coaching. So I hope it's been informative. All right. Hope it's been informative. I love all you guys and gals. I'm going to give you guys a forum shot before we go. And I'll talk to you next time.